Good evening or afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another weather forecast here by meteorologist and weather forecast. And I hope you guys again are all enjoying your wonderful Wednesday. And this is going to be another update on the potential nor'easter for later this weekend. But actually, there's no threat for snowfall, really no blizzard conditions like we thought we were seeing earlier later last week, where we did think there's going to be some snow involved in this. But now it looks like it's only going to bring a ton of flooding. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video, the potential flooding for much of the East Coast, mostly for the Gulf Coast and the Southeast. But again, it's going to bring a ton of rain, especially throughout Friday and Saturday. But it's not going to bring super long-lasting rain like we've been seeing in the past couple of weekends, and we could possibly maybe see a change. We could be seeing maybe a little bit of snowfall, but again, it's mainly just gonna be a rain nor'easter. But I want to thank you guys so much for 2,045 subscribers. We have gone there so fast. I can't believe we've done 45 subscribers within 2 weeks. That's actually really, really cool, and also it just means a lot that we're continuing to grow. Who knows if we get to 2,050 by tomorrow? So who knows? But again, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you guys support my channel. I do daily weather forecasts. Also, be sure to share the channel to any friends or family that you think will love my daily weather forecast, or that you think will be in this major nor'easter that potentially brings some potential flooding and widespread rain. But without further ado, let's get in this video. So we are going to be focusing just on the National Weather Service really quickly to just exactly see what we're seeing right now in the country. Alert-wise, we do actually have some winter storm advisories or winter weather advisories out here still in effect for St. Louis and the areas near Missouri and Illinois. That is where we still have some snow from the south central system that is going to now bring some snow out here all the way into the western Kentucky area to St. Louis. So it's going to be very light snow, but not going to be too bad. We do have flood advisories and flood warnings off the Mississippi River, and that's actually been there for actually a couple of weeks. We just continue to see this Mississippi River overflow, and then we might even have a couple maybe move in the Ohio River area. And again, with this very heavy rain, it could definitely potentially see some flash flood warnings being in effect. And then we actually do have some wind advisories out here into the southwest for southern Nevada and the border of Arizona and California. And then we do have areas near Los Angeles and San Diego, and wind advisory could be quite windy, could possibly be some pretty chilly out there as well. And then we do have high wind warnings out here into the areas off the California, and then we do have high wind watches for northern Montana and winter weather advisories out here into the Sierra Mountains or Cascades into the northern Washington area and central Washington. So we're going to be looking out here into Friday. So this next 48 hours basically. And so again, we're going to see a ton of moisture in this Gulf of Mexico. Going to bring all the rain all the way from Corpus Christi all the way out here to Savannah, which is, I believe, a good 1,500 miles. So definitely a very big system. But as we now get into Friday, this is now Friday evening, we're going to be seeing this very, very heavy rain out here near New Orleans, out there near the Gulfport area, Mobile, possibly Pensacola, and even out there into the areas near Nashville and even Lexington. Could be getting some rain with this system. Could be seeing some very heavy rain as well as the Savannah and Columbus area. Could possibly overflow the Chattahoochee River. As we now get later to Saturday, it's going to bring some very heavy downpours near Winston-Salem, out there near Norfolk, Charleston, Raleigh, and then out there into Myrtle Beach. We can be seeing some very heavy rain. I guess definitely be some very heavy downpours, not necessarily really severe weather, but again, it's still going to cause some potential threats, as you can say, with not tropical storm, downpour like rain. And then we have a separation with the moisture that could bring some very heavy rain near Tampa Bay, Naples, and potentially all the way into Miami and Orlando. Could be seeing some rain with this. And then within the next 78 hours here by Saturday evening, the worst of the rain will move off into the Atlantic, but it's still going to bring some rain out here into the New Jersey area in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. Could bring possibly some winds out here associated with the rain. And then European actually shows some very light snow out here for the Mid-Atlantic and potentially New England area, but GFS does not. But again, it's even if there is snow, it's going to be very light. But again, there could actually be blizzard conditions on the far eastern point out there near Maine. And then again, by really Sunday afternoon after Super Bowl, or sorry, Sunday night after Super Bowl, there it really will be in the clear again. Here's a new 4:30 update. P.m. Eastern time again. As we now get the next 48 hours again, we have this huge amount of moisture. We have really two eyes, as you can see, two eyes of the moisture. One to the southern Gulf, and then one out there on the Gulf Coast of out there near Alabama and Louisiana and even Florida. Again, could bring in moisture for many years ahead of time, so it could bring some rain showers. Who knows? By Friday afternoon throughout areas near the Carolinas. And then as we now get into the next 60 hours, so Saturday morning, early morning, this system will be all the way out here to the North Carolina coast. So again, it's going to be a very fast system, which is good, and that's why we're not going to be seeing as much rain. Again, it's going to be very heavy. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be incredibly heavy rain. Just very fast moving, so not going to be necessarily anything to really worry about. And again, it's going to bring some rain out here from my area. Not going to be too shabby. Could be see very heavy rain, though, for Winston-Salem, Charlotte, Raleigh, Norfolk. And yeah, that's basically it. We're going to be seeing the really heaviest rain. Charleston, Columbia, and even Greenville will be seeing some very heavy rain in South Carolina. And then by the next 72 hours here onto Saturday afternoon, we'll be seeing some light to moderate rain for all the way near Virginia Beach, near the Foxborough area. So definitely going to be a long, really a kind of long system, as you can see, all the way from the Gulf town. And oops, I did not mean to do that. And then could potentially maybe bring in some with the cold blast meeting with the moisture, could potentially bring in some snow out here into the Mid-Atlantic and the Appalachians out there near Charleston, and possibly Roanoke and even near Boone, North Carolina. But again, could basically be mostly over. But there's actually a chance that we could maybe have we could possibly see a major threat with this rain. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be seeing out there. And now we are going to be looking at the rainfall totals here. And actually, before I get into that, we're possibly going to see a bomb cyclone out. Again, it's at 998 millibars in like 72 hours. And then 24 hours later, it's at 977. So again, that drops 21 millibars within 24 hours. So that's definitely a chance for a bomb cyclone. But again, it will be a bit more of a topic for actually affecting the inland areas a lot more. But again, we're going to actually be seeing our most amount of rain out here off to Florida when they're seeing really the least amount of rain out of the system time-wise. But I guess just heaviest rain there. But again, this is all going to be from this potential nor'easter, all of this rain. And again, we'll be seeing most of the rain out here to the Pacific Northwest. We're going to be seeing, again, up to a foot of rain. We are going to be seeing out here into South Central Florida. We could be seeing possibly 2.5 inches to maybe even 3.5 inches in some areas. Could be seeing a good amount of rain, not too shabby, out here near Pensacola, Panama City, Mobile, and even Gulfport. Could be seeing up to half an inch of rain to possibly 2 inches of rain. That's closer to Pensacola and Mobile. We'll have the 2 inches. Columbus, Georgia will be seeing maybe 2.5 inches of rain. My area will be seeing less than half an inch of rain, really. Out there near Macon, Georgia, again, the most amount of rain for the southeast will be in the areas or in the Carolinas. We're going to be seeing very heavy rain near Charlotte, North Carolina. Could be seeing possibly 3 inches of rain. And then actually, I need to actually read. Okay, I gotta renew that at some point. And then we are going to be seeing a chance for very little rain, less than half an inch of rain throughout the northeast to possibly nothing whatsoever. And now we are going to be looking at the northeast here for the GFS. And again, it looks like it's just going to be out here for only maybe less than 2 inches, so not going to be too bad. But let's quickly look at just in case if you guys want to know about snowfall, which we can probably just look at really quick. We're going to be looking at the snowfall. But again, like I said, it's going to be very little snow. Going to be seeing just less than really 2 inches. And most amount of snow will be off of here into West Virginia, into the eastern part where we have a higher elevation in the Appalachians. And that can go from 4 to 6 inches of snow. And then other areas we'll be seeing just really less than an inch to possibly 2 inches to 3 inches, especially if near the central part of Ohio, and then western Pennsylvania, and then it could potentially see close to a foot of snowfall out here. So if this really was affecting the areas in the northeast, it would be a big snowmaker. I think that's going to really wreck the Nova Scotia area, and actually if you're in far eastern Maine, you can be seeing close to half a foot of snowfall. So again, this is a major bomb cyclone, or potential major bomb cyclone, that we are missing out on. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye guys.